Hey guys, it's me again, bringing you Tuesday's Tech Talk, as you may have anticipated. Today I'm going to talk about some cards that you may not have considered in your decks, but that's kind of the idea of Tech Talk Tuesday. So, let's just get right into it. Today's tech is, well, there are two techs, but they're very similar. The first one is Just Desserts. This card, well, I'll read it to you guys. Inflict 500 points of damage to your opponent's life points for each monster on your opponent's side of the field. I bring this card up now because of Dracosack. Lots of Dragon players only know how to do one thing, and that's make a Dracosack. So they're going to go Dracosack and then bring out 2 tokens. What that does is it makes this card an instant 1500 damage, which honestly isn't that much, but then when you think about it, it kind of is. Because if you can drop your opponent by 1500 life points or more, because that's not all they do. Sometimes they like to drop another Dragon on for good measure, or go into a Big Eye and take your monster, and then you're getting up into 2000, 2500 damage. It's a sizable amount of damage. So since Just Desserts counts tokens, and since lots of people like to put 3 monsters on the board at a time now, Just Desserts, I wouldn't play it, but Just Desserts is okay. The main tech, though, is Ceasefire. There are a few things about Ceasefire that I like. First of all, it says, flip all face-down monster cards on the field face up. Flip effects are not activated. That's important, because occasionally you're going to run into decks that are going to play flip effect monsters. Not so much this format. This is a card that I played in previous formats. That's why I brought Just Desserts. Just Desserts is probably more accurate for this format. But when I played Windups, I played one copy of Ceasefire because of the possibility of playing Gear Gia. You could flip Ceasefire and flip up their Gear Gia guys, and their effects wouldn't activate, and they would have some monsters on board. They'd take damage. And the other thing that I like about Ceasefire is it says inflict 500 points of direct damage to your opponent's life points for each effect monster on the field, not just on your opponent's side of the field. So if you are playing a special summon heavy deck, you can get in for up to 5,000 life points. Clearly you are not going to do that. But when I would play Windups, if I was playing the mirror match, I would easily get in about 3,000 damage with this card. All that takes is for you to have 3 monsters and your opponent 2. And I can fill up easily my board with 5 monsters. My opponent usually leaves 3 on their board. So Ceasefire in the past has been able to do a lot of damage. I think in the Mermail matchup it could still hit for significant damage. You just flip it up, see if that's really is the Abyssland that you thought it was. Hit your opponent for a bunch of life points. I don't know. Ceasefire's kind of cute. Again, it's a tech. It's only if you have space for it. I wouldn't main it in every deck, only in decks that are special summon heavy. And it's also better in the side game when people side in things like Snowman Eater or Raikos or things like that. But Ceasefire is not a bad card. I like the card, and I have played it in the past. I hope that this was helpful to you. Please check out our blog, check out our eBay account, check out everything that we have for you. Leave us any comments if you have questions, send us any messages. Peace out.